Hi, everybody. It's Kim from Expressions of the Universe with your weekly wisdom for July 7th through July 13th. And our favorite, Mercury, is going retrograde today at 7:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Figure it out in your own time zone. I wrote an extensive blog because this month of July it's just so crazy, all the energies that we have. So we had a new moon solar eclipse last week. Was it last week? Yeah, on July 2nd. And then we have Mercury retrograde today. Next week, on July 16th, we have a lunar eclipse in Capricorn, and that's going to be a doozy. And then we have a black supermoon or a super black moon, which is a second new moon in 1 month on July 31st when Mercury goes direct station. So a lot going on, a lot of ascension symptoms. So you got to check out my blog because even though I borrowed it from another website, and I do list the website, I list all possible ascension symptoms. I have been either supercharged, full of energy, or like right now, absolutely depleted and drained, exhausted for really no apparent reason. And I wonder, is it, the weather that we've been having, or the astronomy, or a combination of both? I'm going to do a pick your own for Mercury retrograde, and I also wrote down what each of the signs, what you need to focus on for this Mercury retrograde. I go into detail about all the degrees and everything for all of these different transits this month. We now have 5 planets in retrograde. So we really need to take time to rejuvenate, retreat, reflect. I would do it this week because when we hit that lunar eclipse next week, you got to get rid of things. It's the full moon. It's going to be a huge power. Lunar eclipse in Capricorn at 24 degrees. Interestingly enough, Mercury retrograde starts at Leo at 4 degrees, comes back to Cancer at 24. So 24 is playing a big role this month. Yeah, I really just don't have a lot to say. So let's just get on with it. I want to use smoky quartz this week. This is smoky quartz seer stone. And I've presented this before. This is for scrying and gazing. This will help to not only bring clarity. Let's see if I can get a good, I can never get that up in there, but this piece is just fantastic. Gazing, candle gazing, scrying is really good to help you get your vibration in alignment. We really need to do that now that everything, 5 planets are retrograde, but leading up to that lunar eclipse. I can't stress enough how important it is for us to align to the highest possible vibration, even if you're feeling crappy. I know that in a previous blog I gave some tips. In this blog for this week, I'm giving you even more tips on just how to quickly shift a nasty attitude or bad vibe into, a little something higher. This is another piece of smoky quartz that I have, and there's another piece. So you see, 3 different versions of this. I like smoky quartz because it brings clarity. Of quartz, it's protection. It helps to set boundaries. I really feel like this month it's so shadowy, and that is smoky quartz. And I'm giving you the opportunity to choose from 3 3 Halloween cards. I'm using the Halloween deck because I really feel this like dark energy coming with this lunar eclipse, because we need to take a look at the skeletons in our closets and clean them out and let them go. And I'm telling you, I have so much work to do. I explain in my blog, like an epiphany that I had, that this Mercury retrograde is hitting at 4 degrees Leo. I just moved my progressed sun from 4 degrees Leo to 5, and my progressed moon moved from 4 to 5. So I know that I got to take a look at everything over the last year, and last year's July eclipse was devastating for me. So I think I need to relook and reflect on all of that and heal that. So we've got Mercury retrograde, Chiron retrograde, Neptune retrograde, Jupiter retrograde, Saturn and Pluto retrograde. So it's 5 planets and 1 asteroid. And we really need to take a look at our past and look for those wounds and try our best to try and heal them and work on them, especially before the July 16th lunar eclipse. Because if we don't work on our things, that eclipse is just going to take it from us. Trust me. Oh, I want to give a shout out to my friend Carolyn for this lovely coffee mug. It says Mother of the Bride. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Carolyn. She's always getting me such wonderful things. And the other day she got me little wind chimes that were shaped like an owl. So we totally appreciate that here because we love the owls. All right. So I put up the cards 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3. Hopefully it will translate in the picture that I'm going to put. But think of the number 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, 3. Normally it would go that way, but I'm going to do it this way. 1, 2, 3. So I'll give you a moment. Take this moment to decide which card you like. In the meantime, let's talk about, I'll reveal these in a minute. I want to talk about the energy of this Mercury retrograde for each of the signs. It will be better communication, changing our thoughts, changing our beliefs around ... So for Leo, since this is at 4 degrees Leo, it will be in the 7th house at 7:14 Eastern Standard Time tonight. So this is changing your thoughts and beliefs around the self and how you relate to other people. For Virgos, it will be changing your thoughts and beliefs around ending limited beliefs and thoughts. For Libras, it will be expanding your opinions and allowing yourself to listen to other people's opinions. Doesn't mean you have to agree, just listen to them. And, maybe, and I wrote in the blog, we're going to have to do some research and investigation about other people's opinions so that we can expand our minds. Scorpios, you'll be changing goals and career opportunities. I think that's, career options will also be changing and your goals will be changing. Sagittarius, you need to change your thoughts and your beliefs around your friendships. And who you are allowing into your sphere and who your true friends are and who are just, fleeting fun moments. See, even he says so. All right, Capricorns. This will be hitting you in the 12th house. Capricorns and Cancers are really getting hit this month. You're going to change your thoughts and beliefs about things unseen, things that are untangible, things like otherworldly, things on the other side, changing your beliefs and opening up to things that are more spiritual, spooky, ghosty. Things like, because Capricorns do like the tangible things, and we just can't explain them sometimes. For Aquarius, you're going to change your thoughts and beliefs about yourself and your limitations that you hold on yourself. Pisces, changing your thoughts and beliefs around money, material goods, and your values and what it is that you truly value. Aries, you'll be changing your communication skills with your friends, your siblings, your neighbors. Learn how to be a better listener, Aries. Taurus, changing your thoughts and beliefs about your roots, your ancestors, your parents, and your beginnings, the core values of the home is what will be changing. Geminis, 5th house, you'll be changing your thoughts and your beliefs about romance, playfulness, that inner child, or children in general. And last but not least, Cancer, you'll be changing your beliefs and thoughts around health, your own personal health, the health of others, service to others, and how much you're giving of yourself or giving to yourself. Because I really think that it's a switch from, giving. Cancers always give away so much of themselves to care and nurture for others. And now it's like we're going to flip that around and we're going to start to nurture ourselves. All right, so let's get to the cards so I can finish this video up. I don't even need my glasses. I don't even need these because there's nothing to read really on here. Let me take a sip of Joe. All right. If you chose card number 1, it is the Skull of Darkness. And I know this looks really scary, but the Skull of Darkness talks about our blind spots. It talks about the things that are in the shadows that we refuse to see. And this is about shining the light on it. And, this lunar eclipse is going to do that. But you want to start thinking about things that you can't see as far as with the self. With this starting off in Leo, that is all about the me, the self. And this is saying that there are a lot of things that you refuse to see. Those are those blind spots. And sometimes when we have those blind spots, we don't realize that we are the creator of what is going on around us. And sometimes, I'll have an epiphany and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I was so angry about that. And here it's me. Like when I have that realization, it's so eye-opening. Just know that come Monday, I will post this on Instagram and Facebook. Full detail. I'll channel a message for all of us tomorrow. And just pay attention to your blind spots, the shadows. Oh, shadows. This is digging really deep down into things that you've buried, down into the shadows that you don't want to look at, that you don't want to deal with. You have to deal with it now. And that card in particular is part of the reason why I've chosen the Smoky Quartz, because that's perfect for that. Now, if you've chosen card number 2, this is Jack-o'-lantern. And I told you, this is the Halloween deck. But I felt that dark energy. Not as dark as the Scorpio energy, but still, it's a heavy energy. It's looming over us, Capricorn, Saturn. That's heavy energy. So the Jack-o'-lantern talks about protection, illumination, but especially boundaries. And that was another reason why I was choosing the Smoky Quartz, was for the protection, just so you could see how gorgeous this is. Now, protection from others, protection from other people's energies. If you chose this card, I am imploring you to take a look at the boundaries that you have set up. Are they healthy boundaries? Do you even have boundaries set up, in all aspects of your life? This could be a really good time to, you know, take stock of and look at the boundaries in all of your relationships, include, from home to work to your friendships to strangers, and either reestablish those boundaries or make brand new boundaries. So that's what this card is talking about. And I'll post this card's channeled message on Facebook and Instagram on Wednesday. And then the final card, right, this is Apple, and it is a beautiful card. And the Apple talks about risk and reward. And what is interesting about this particular card that I'm picking up is sometimes we get so comfortable doing the same thing all the time, even if we complain about it. We get so comfortable that we don't take the risk to move into new territory. Some of us are risk takers all the time and need to kind of like pull it back and tone it down a little bit. This talks about apple symbolism as far as, I'm sure a lot of you, Disney has portrayed the poison apple. I think a lot of religions have also portrayed the apple as poison. But where I'm going with this, the risk and reward, sometimes you need to take a leap of faith. This is also saying it's time to get out of your comfort zone. If you have been stuck in the mud, stuck in the muck, take a look at what is keeping you stuck, the reasons behind that. That's perfect for this Mercury retrograde. And maybe, change things up a little bit and take a little bit of a risk and try something new. This is about trying something new. Now, if you are constantly a risk taker, I highly advise that you tone that down and go for the sure thing and just, calm it down, because taking risks at this time for the rest of the entire month will not pay off. It will actually turn around and bite you. So at least wait until August for that. And I will post the channeled message for this on Friday. All right, I think that's all I have for all of you on this fantastic Mercury retrograde. It's going to be fine. We just have to learn how to communicate better with each other. We need to learn how to, really choose our words and our thoughts wisely, which we should always be doing. Take a second before you allow words to come out of your mouth. Be mindful about what you're posting on social media too, because that definitely gives off some vibes. People, I know I'll post things that I think are funny or poignant, and people get offended all the time, whether it be on my business page or on my personal page. Anyway, we have to be open to other people's opinions during this Mercury retrograde. And we have to learn how to be better listeners and open up to listening to other people's opinions, just so that we can expand our minds. So that's all I have for you until next week, when I talk about the lunar eclipse and the full moon. Thank you so much for watching. And if you liked this video, please share it with your friends. Comment me. You know the drill. So I love when you share and spread this love. Until next week, bye.